Hey folks, welcome back. This is round number 4 of my Let's Play series of Shadow Empire in a multiplayer game. I think this round's going to be relatively quick again. There's not a huge amount going on. I don't think anything happened in the history particularly. Okay, so we've actually got a blip on our radar down here in the southwest. So let's have a look what's going on with that. We can't see what it is. We don't know what it is. All we know is there's something here. Now I might move close. I could move and take this. The thing is, I don't know what it is. It might be a farmer. Look, there's a zone down here, I think, and I'm guessing this because of the road. By the way, this is really, really useful because there's a road actually already built through these low grassy mountains. The industrial point cost to put a road through mountains is really high. Let me show you. If I just hit R, click on dirt road, you see that it costs 320 points to go through this low mountain here. This is low grassy mountains, so this is saving us money. We are going to want to be able to get down here. I expect that there's a zone down here, and these are probably farmers or some kind of settled faction. I think. I'm just guessing there, but that's what I think is going on. Vidcom, relative calm. We're getting political bonus points. This has been really helpful. We've completed grunts number 2. And we've discovered high velocity guns, so we can start discovering tanks and also artillery, which I like both of. 160 credits have been recovered and 70 rare metals. And then we got some cards. The Send Spy one bit there being particularly useful. Okay, so just a quick state of the nation thing. I think the main issue that we've got with our personnel at the moment is we've got a poor leader in. Where are we? Supreme Command Council. This guy's got to go. He's really, really poor. Supreme Command Council is important. This is the one that generates our political points. I think we need to move him. Thinking about it now, I probably should have put Diesel Baker there. This guy that we took out from the military council, because he could have gone in there. He would have been really, really good. He's now in the military research council. That's okay. Now Caleb McKenna is also he's better, but he's not great. This guy would also have been really good in there as well. So Dick Sirius, we've got a few options basically. And by the way, I think I keep forgetting to add it to attach this guy to anyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach this guy, I think, to remind myself of what skills he's got. He's technician. He's a really good technician. We should probably. He's also got, I mean, he's just high in everything. Look, Ventus 68 and 87. We could attach this guy to one of our councils, and we could really, boost up what we're doing with our councils. Or, so for example, I could attach him temporarily to the Supreme Command Council. If we just go to the Supreme Command Council report, you'll see that. Okay, so they're creating political points, and they managed to create 48 political points here. So he's not doing bad. He's not actually. This guy's not actually doing too bad, but it's not a particularly good. Look, he's making administration roles here. It's administration really he needs. He's trying to improve high command. This guy's not going to improve much. He's going to improve very slowly because he's only capability 1. He's not very good. But I think what I might do is I might attach the. Let's attach the advisor to him. So let's call Doug Matthews, and we're going to attach him to. Where are we? Supreme Command Council. We'll attach him to that. That will help him with his roles. And in the meantime, I'm going to look for someone to replace him. Okay, let's have a look at the model that we created. So we won't get an increase on anything with this grunt model. This grunts 2. Apart from we've got better armor now and better weapon, so firepower's gone up from 50 to 75, and we've got over twice the hit points now. So this is a respectable model for the early game. His soft attack power's gone up by 10 points. In defense it's 56, so nearly 20. And even the hard attack's gone up somewhat as well. They've just got better guns. They've moved from the slug throwers, which I imagine are kind of. They must be a sort of bolt loaded thing. I imagine the way that these are described. Carbine. I mean, carbine could be anything. I mean, they had carbines in the Napoleonic Wars, but I mean, I expect a carbine is probably yeah, it's going to be like an advanced version of one of these. Basically, it's before you get the automatic rifles that start coming in. So anyway, so that's that model. It's good. It's again, we hadn't had any field testing, so we didn't improve on anything. A bit of a shame having to do that. However, I don't want to lose troops, and I think that was worth doing. Really, let me just go to the model design. It would cost us 60 to improve on that again, whereas it cost 40 last turn. Because look, if you look at the machine gun model, we're going to upgrade that, the AMG. It's going to cost us 40 bureaucratic points. So it's only a 20 bureaucratic point increase, which is a lot. It's a lot in the early game, but I think that it was worth it for that. I don't want to be losing troops, and there's also a time penalty attached to failing to to complete tasks, right? If you lose troops, you've got to then send them back. They've got to be replenished. You've got to spend industrial points and metals getting those guys out. You've got to spend logistics points getting it. You don't want to be losing troops, right? This AMG, which is our machine gunner, it's not good, right? But we're not going to be able to improve this a great deal right now. Now, I don't think we just go to build upon AMG. Yeah, look, we'll be able to give it an envirosuit, so that would give it more hit points. I don't know whether that's necessarily worth it. I've stopped attacking with machine guns. They're not. I had a very polite disagreement with someone about this recently. Machine guns aren't good in attack. They are really, really bad, and they should really just be used for defense. They've got they're twice as bad basically as infantry, as normal infantry in attack, and they seem to die more as well. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just me or what, but that seems to be a thing. They don't seem to survive. Okay, these guys are well out of supply now. We've got to be a bit careful moving them too far up that way. I want to bring, I don't want to get this, but also I really want to bring this army down here now. Let's get them over here. Sorry, when I'm talking about army, I mean the 1st Infantry Brigade. So the 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. I want to get them kind of heading down this way now to face off against whoever these guys are. I don't know who they are. I need to figure it out. So let's start getting them. Looks like we might have something here. Let's get some militia down this way just to help out. I'm also going to move these tanks down here just to support the. This is the 2nd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. We've got the 5th here. Yeah, the 5th are just going to roll back some of this mountain. Let's get these guys coming back into supply. Yeah, let's just have a look at what their supply's like. Oh, they're fine. So I'm just going to move those here. They can come across this mountain, or they can go round. I just want to push some more terrain back. I think I'm going to leave these here. We haven't had a hostile report from these guys yet, so let's get some. We're just going to uncover some more of these ruins here. Again, these guys are going to be out of supply. I have actually got some. Let me get these guys down here. Yeah, okay. We can push a little bit more territory back this way. Looks like the edge of the Weimar Hamza is here. Look, so we can probably push back. We can actually get around this way a little bit. I'm gonna either invade or, I'm going to confederate these people here. Decisions. Okay, so the Military Research Council goal is going to be high velocity guns. We had nothing there, so I just want to have a quick look before I set that at the organisation. Yeah, we've got 50-50 set in those. That's good. I think you've got to be a bit careful in this game. Once you research 2 of these, or I think it might be 3. Yeah, once you research 3 of these, it opens up the lower tiers, and then you are diluting the things that you're going to be discovering. Now, I believe that one of the more recent patches has made it now so that the game favours finding earlier basic text before the other stuff. I can't remember if that I've just daydreamed that, or I'm pretty sure that that was a thing, because I don't like the fact that you can jump down the tiers, but then if you miss something, like I had one game when I was playing single player where my whole empire started like running out of energy and starving because I had no energy. I couldn't find any energy around. There was no assets that were giving me energy, and I couldn't get power plant or solar energy because I'd gone too far down these, and it was just randomly finding stuff that just wasn't useful for me. So I think people complained about that, because that is a problem, and I actually put that in as a tip in one of my tips in my tip video, top 10 tips, and I think that's probably changed a little bit now. That said, I think it's still wise to discover as much as you can, unless you specifically need stuff like automatic rifle and padded and virus suit I really want. However, I can't, I'm not going to, I could just upgrade the infantry first, but I want to use them a little bit. I want to start leveraging field testing. So that means we need to start getting into some combat, and it's probably going to be these guys down here. I don't want to just, it takes a while to confederate these people, and you only really want one war at a time. I've got to be a little bit careful because we've got this zone here, Popoto territory is here by the looks of it. And I think that's going to be mutants, or it's going to be arachnoids or something. Let's just have a look to see what we've got. Apparently one of the other players has got arachnoids on this map. He's in a kind of desert location, and he's being attacked by spiders, which means if there's arachnoids on this map, then they can be quite strong, and you've got to have something that can deal with them. Let's look at the help. Biosphere. Yeah, so we have got there's an aquatic carnivore. Okay, that's aquatic though. Okay, we've got arco lobster is a vertebrate, unioctopus vertebrate, and the Bitops coelacanth is a vertebrate. So I think these things are the archotetrapod. I'm not sure which ones of these are going to be. We're going to have some sort of aliens anyway. I don't think we've got anything intelligent here. By the way, the intelligent alien life's really fun, but I've not really played it with that for a while. I think in that Shadow Empire game where I was, the long one that I played for Explorminate, I kind of had enough of them. They take a while to kind of either kill off or confederate with. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to research high velocity guns. I'm just going to leave that on 50-50. I think I'm not desperate to get tanks. I will be desperate to get tanks once we come across something that we want to kill. These might be them, in which case I can quickly switch. Now, model design. We've got bazooka to find, artillery, motorbike, infantry, light tank and APC. Out of all these, light tank and APC and motorbike infantry would be my preference. Bazookas are useful. They're really, really useful. And bazookas might be useful if we come across something that's tough and we haven't found light tanks yet. Artillery are always useful, but they're of limited use at the start of the game, I'd say, unless you're attacking into a city, or you're I don't know, like say you're attacking into mountains and you can't clear the infantry. Then artillery can be very, very good. Okay, so next model. This recon buggy is, if I remember right, is the bad one, isn't it? Yeah, this needs redesigning. Structural design 80, base design. I mean, this is low. I know some people say like 80 plus is usable. I don't think 80 is good. I think 80 is bad. I mean, this green bus is bad as well, look. But I don't really make a whole lot of use of the motorized stuff, to be honest. I might do later. But yeah, I mean, this recon buggy is really, really rough. Now, to build a new one is going to take a few turns. I think we might be better off just upgrading our machine gunner first. The only thing is that it might be quite soon that we start getting the other upgrades, so I don't know. 120 for a new recon buggy, and that machine gunner design is good. Yeah, 100 is good for structural design. It's good enough. So this will improve. It will improve once we've got some Once we've got some field testing done, field testing in this case means loads of them are going to die. We need to take lots of hits. I think I'm going to probably roll for a new buggy here. Metal doesn't seem to be a problem on this map. I think until we've got bikes, it might just be useful to have a. What? I forget what the ones you start with have. Do they have 25mm plate? No, they don't, do they? I think they're just 5mm. Let me have a look. Quality. Yeah, 5mm steel plating and a medium diesel engine. Like, so these things are quite. They've got a really overpowered engine, so they can, you know, they can travel quite a long way every turn. To be honest, I quite like that about them. If we were to go like this, so let me just do this again. It's a bit late at night, I'm afraid, so my brain's not working at full power. So we've got 40 total weight for the machine gun. Then this is going to be 140 total weight with a so 140. Wow, we could just put a light diesel engine on it even still and still be within its kind of thing. The only thing is that having a medium diesel engine is pretty useful. It makes them go, you know, they will go further, but they're gonna use a lot more fuel. But what is fuel saying on this map? Remind myself of what planet this is. How old the planet is what I'm talking about. It's 2.5 billion. There's probably going to be less fuel on this planet than there will be metal, generally speaking. However, there's loads and loads of scavenging. There's tons of it. And scavenging assets give you oil. 30 fuel, 40 metal. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the... I mean, we could really bump it up and make a quite, you know, a combat model. The problem is the metal costs and the industrial points cost. That's the big thing there. I think I'm going to put the 25mm ones on. Yeah, so it's going to be 200 total weight. That'll be 185 total weight, so that would use less fuel, but it wouldn't be as fast. I like having the fast troops, actually. And I don't use that many buggies that it's going to be a big thing to be using the fuel. That said, it might be nice to be able to get a few of them out. So that would be 26 industrial points and 18 metal. This would be 16 metal and 22 industrial points. All right, let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'll go with Trifler's idea, which is to have the efficient fuel thing. He likes efficiency and stuff. I care a little bit less. I just like performance. But I think that this map, especially against other players, running out of fuel will eventually be a thing. Okay, I think we're about done for the turn. We've done everything we need to do, really. I've got a spy card to play. I think I'm going to send that. We've already got one spy out this way, haven't we? What did we see? We didn't really see anything, did we? I mean, we could get another spy out there, just see if there's anything up there. Alternatively, we can get a spy into Vimar Hansa and just have a look where the zone is. Jacob's Holt right might be a better idea. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to be a 47.
We'll go.
Yeah, the guy in the Supreme Command Council is the guy who's making those rolls. I think, yeah, we need someone better in there before we eventually get a covert ops. Someone in covert ops. Yeah, this buggy, by the way, is so bad that I think it's probably obsolete. I mean, it might be useful for scouting, but that's it. And with a medium diesel engine, to be honest, it's expensive to be scouting. Really expensive because you're going to be using 0.5 fuel. I don't know if I can remember if that's per hex or if that's how much it costs per every time that you move it. Okay, that's it, guys. So I shall catch you on round 5. Take it easy. See you later. I'm just going to record a quick addendum. There's something that's I've been thinking about here. So I was just looking at these, at the different agricultural types, and I think this has changed recently. The agricultural facility here, this one just takes one round and it uses one machine, but it still produces the same amount of fuel, but it doesn't use power. This is quite interesting to me. It uses loads more water. It uses the same amount of people, so it's still quite labor intensive. But it comes out in one round. Look, this is quite interesting. I don't know if I just missed this before. Now look, the amount of workers that it takes for these, by the way, to get to the high levels is pretty crazy. Look, once you get to level 5, it's taking 36,000 workers, which is crazy. So you know, I don't know. It's interesting, but the Agridome, this uses less workers, but it's going to start using a lot of energy. So yeah, 144 energy and quite a fair amount of water. So basically, you're kind of trading. If you got a lot of energy, it's funny. Like if you go, let's have a look at the. We don't have solar yet, but basically solar is an interesting one because solar's kind of overpowered in this game, I'd say. But you can. I'm just thinking to myself, like, what would be the point really of having the open air one when you could just spam out solar factories? I can't remember how many workers that solar uses. If the fact is that solar uses a lot of workers, then it probably isn't worth doing it. It was just interesting to me. The other thing, there was something else that I was thinking about as well. Oh yeah, that's it. I think I need more troops. I'm almost there to be able to get another formation. So if we were to get a battalion, we're quite close, look, to being able to get a light infantry brigade, which is probably what I'd go for next. Either a light infantry or a machine gun infantry. Machine gun infantry are always really good. Light infantry though are just better on the attack. So I'd be tempted to get one of these. Now the other option is to play kind of greedy and start just getting more and more scavenging. I can afford to do this because this scavenging outfit's going to be done next turn. I paid all the costs for it, so I could buy some more machinery and then just get start getting more scavenging up. Now traditional 4x wisdom would tell you to do that. That's what you want to do if you're safe, right? So if you are safe, you definitely want to improve on infrastructure fast. The only thing is that we didn't take enforcement, meaning we're not going to get a big tax increase, the 50% tax bonus you get for enforcement early on. I forget what it's called now. Where are we? Discipline. So you get 50% for the discipline tax bonus. Which one's this again? Emergency tax. Emergency tax is a really good card. I think that's been nerfed recently. It was a bit too good. Yeah, so anyway, I've got an option now. I could either get another recycling plant here, probably here, or here. I think I'll put it here. There's 14,000 here. That'll do for the time being. You can always move it. Or I could wait a turn and then get another brigade up, because I think the faster I start getting some, combat going, the better, really. I think that's not just because I'm battle mode and I like to fight, but it's more that I want to get the model design stuff going. So, yeah, I'm kind of. Do I try to go for the infrastructure first? And the thing, what would be good about that is if I get another scavenging plant up already, I would be able to then, very, very quickly get industry up. Now I'm starting to understand now why it was one of my friends. He generally only plays on highly populated Sewer class planets with loads of ruins. I'm now starting to see why he was saying that he gets industry, the first industrial buildings out very, very fast. Like, I've never been able to get them out until about at least turn 12, like usually about turn 15 or 20 on the, the sparser planets I tend to play on. But on this, I think if you just got loads of scavenging up, look, you could get industry 1, maybe even industry 2 up pretty fast. And then hell, you're a powerhouse already. If you could get industry, like if I can get industry 2 up, let's just have a look at the. Yeah, industry 1 gives you 50 industrial points, and look, we kind of got that from. Found this auto factory here. This gave us 20, I think, didn't it? Oh no, industrial points 80. Holy cow! Yeah, this gave us 80. Look, wow, that's such a great asset, man. I tell you. You find one of these, look, this is if you were to construct Industry 1, you only get 50, and it's a lot to construct. You need 1,500 metal, and you know 240 industrial points is that. So, and 3 machines. It's a lot. It's a lot basically. You've got you, and then to get the level 2 up. Now this level 2 is significant increase. It's 200 industrial points. You know, and you need a significant metal investment here. But yeah, I mean, anyway, so I'm just musing to myself, and I hope I'm not boring people, but basically, yeah, I'm just kind of thinking to myself, do I play greedy and just kind of really expand into this, or do I get a second brigade up, just in case I get attacked? Because I mean, you know, this could be this could be the vanguard of a very large slaver force or something, in which case I'm going to have to do something fast, because they will come through, you know, they'll come through this area pretty quick. Now, I've actually, if it is slavers or something fast moving, I have got, look, they're not going to be able to get through these mountains easily, and I have got these 2 blocked. At the very least, they're going to have to go through a machine gun infantry battalion with a GR cataphract, or these militia, which they probably fire through these militia, but then it's going to take them a turn, by which time I'm going to be able to sort of consolidate things. I think I'm going to be okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for the recycling. I like the idea of having a really strong industry early on. So I think I'm going to do this, which means I'm going to have to actually get some machines. I'll buy another. I think while they're 45, I'm just going to buy 2. I was hoping to find some, but I don't think I did. So let's just get 2 of those machines. We've got plenty of money. We've also, you'll notice that we've also got rare metals, and I can actually sell these for like 350 credits. I'm not going to do that. While my money's not going backwards, and you'll see at the moment that it's not. We've got no issues. We're not really paying people a whole lot. That's the thing. While we've got no issues in that respect, then I don't want to be spending. I don't want to be using my resources. Eventually, right? I'm going to want these rare metals. If I can zoom my way through the tech tree to polymer armor, wherever it is. Oh no, hang on. Polymer armor. Here we are. Once you get polymer armor, everything, you know, everything gets better. The thing is about polymer armor, you need lots of rare metals. I don't think rare metals are going to be a problem at all on this map, at least in the early game. Whether we'll be able to find mines with it is another matter. Okay, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.